What if I told you that a little girl from a small town, with no astronauts around her, no space centers nearby, no shortcuts, no guarantees, would one day leave Earth itself? What if I told you that her dream was so strong that even gravity couldn't stop it? This is not just a story about space. This is a story about belief, about discipline, about dreaming bigger than your surroundings. This is the story of Kalpana Chawla, a woman who proved that where you start does not decide how far you can go. And if you've ever felt small, if you've ever been told your dreams were unrealistic, if you've ever looked at the sky and wondered, could I be more? Then this story is for you. Kalpana Chawla was born in Karnool, India, a quiet town where life followed predictable paths. Doctors, engineers, teachers. No one talked about space. But Kalpana was different. While other children looked down at the ground, she looked up. She stared at the sky for hours, watching airplanes cut through the clouds, imagining what it would feel like to leave Earth behind. She didn't know the word astronaut meant impossible. She didn't know people would later say, that's not realistic. She didn't know her dream was supposed to be too big. All she knew was this: the sky felt like home. Dreams are beautiful, but dreams without discipline stay dreams. Kalpana didn't just wish. She worked. She studied aerospace engineering, a field dominated almost entirely by men. She didn't complain. She didn't ask for special treatment. She didn't wait for permission. She stayed late. She studied harder. She accepted failure as part of the process. When people doubted her, she doubled her effort. When the path felt lonely, she kept walking. Because she understood something early. Talent opens doors. Discipline keeps them open. Kalpana knew that if she wanted to reach the stars, she had to go where the rockets were. So she left everything familiar behind and moved to the United States. No comfort. No safety net. No guarantees. Just faith in her dream. She earned advanced degrees, pushing herself beyond limits she didn't even know she had. While others chased comfort, she chased growth. And slowly, the impossible started becoming possible. NASA is not a place for dreamers alone. It is a place for doers. Thousands apply. Only a few are chosen. Kalpana applied. She was rejected. So she applied again. And again. Until one day, NASA said yes. Not because she was lucky. Not because she was special. But because she was prepared. She became an astronaut. Not in name, but in responsibility. Every day demanded precision. Every mistake mattered. Every moment required focus. She trained knowing that space does not forgive carelessness. In 1997, Kalpana Chawla finally did what she had dreamed of since childhood. She went to space. As Earth grew smaller beneath her, she didn't see borders. She didn't see divisions. She saw one planet. Later, she would say, the path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it, the courage to get onto it, and the perseverance to follow it. That wasn't just a quote. That was her life. Space is beautiful. But it is also unforgiving. Astronauts train knowing that risk is real. They don't ignore it. They respect it. Kalpana understood that greatness always carries responsibility. She wasn't chasing fame. She was serving science. She was serving humanity. Her work helped advance research that would benefit millions. Work done quietly. Without applause. Kalpana returned to space aboard Columbia for her second mission. She knew the risks. She accepted them. Because some missions are bigger than fear. Her journey reminds us of something important. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing purpose over fear. Success looks glamorous from the outside. But inside, it is built on sacrifice. When Kalpana Chawla began her life in the United States, reality hit hard. New country. New culture. New expectations. There were days when the sky felt farther away than ever. She missed home. She missed familiarity. She missed comfort. But she never missed purpose. While others rested, she revised equations. While others doubted themselves, she strengthened her skills. While others waited for motivation, she relied on discipline. Because Kalpana understood something most people learn too late. Dreams don't need mood. They need commitment. NASA didn't say yes immediately. Applications were rejected. Interviews were tough. Competition was brutal. Some people quit at rejection. Some quit at silence. Some quit when success takes longer than expected. Kalpana didn't. She asked herself one question over and over. How can I become better? Not bitter. Not angry. Better. She improved her research. She strengthened her technical mastery. She refined her focus. Failure didn't push her back. It sharpened her. When NASA finally selected Kalpana Chawla as an astronaut candidate, it wasn't a miracle. It was earned. Training was intense. Simulators. Physical endurance tests. Engineering challenges. Survival training. Astronauts don't just fly spacecraft. They become problem solvers under pressure. Every day demanded perfection. Every mistake was corrected immediately. Kalpana didn't stand out by being loud. She stood out by being reliable. And in high-risk environments, reliability is everything. Her first space mission wasn't just historic. It was personal. As the shuttle launched, the roar shook the earth. Years of effort. Years of waiting. Years of sacrifice. All condensed into one moment. As gravity released its grip, Kalpana felt something beyond excitement. Peace. She had become what she once only imagined. Not by chance. Not by privilege. But by persistence. From space, Earth looks fragile. No borders. No labels. No divisions. Just one blue home. That view changed her forever. She spoke often about how space teaches humility. You realize how small we are, and how big our responsibility is. She wasn't chasing applause. She was chasing contribution. After her first mission, Kalpana could have stopped pushing. She had achieved what millions only dream of. But achievers don't live on past victories. They build on them. She returned to training. Returned to study. Returned to preparation. Because she believed growth never ends. Space missions are planned with extreme care. Every bolt matters. Every decision matters. Every human life matters. Kalpana approached her second mission with the same humility she had on her first day. No ego. No shortcuts. Just focus. She knew the risks. She respected them. And still, she chose to serve. Because courage is not reckless. Courage is responsible commitment. The Space Shuttle Columbia lifted off for its mission. 7 astronauts. 1 mission. Years of preparation. Kalpana wasn't thinking about history. She was thinking about her duty. To science. To exploration. To future generations watching from Earth. Kalpana Chawla's journey became more than personal success. It became a symbol. For immigrants. For women in science. For dreamers told they were aiming too high. Her life quietly whispered. There is room for you, if you prepare yourself. Every astronaut understands one truth before leaving Earth. Space does not promise a return. Kalpana Chawla understood this better than most. She wasn't reckless. She wasn't careless. She was committed. Commitment means accepting responsibility, not ignoring risk. She trained harder because she respected the mission. She prepared deeper because she respected life. True courage is quiet. It shows up early. It stays late. It double-checks everything. That was Kalpana. When Columbia completed its mission, the world waited. Families watched. Engineers held their breath. Students followed every update. Exploration always carries uncertainty. And history reminds us that progress is never free. Kalpana Chawla's story became a reminder that great achievements often demand great responsibility. Her journey teaches us not about endings, but about meaning. Some people live long lives and leave little impact. Others live purpose-driven lives and leave forever. Kalpana Chawla belongs to the second kind. Her legacy lives on in students choosing science. Young girls choosing courage over fear. Immigrants choosing growth over comfort. Dreamers choosing action over excuses. She didn't just inspire words. She inspired direction. Universities created scholarships in her name. NASA honored her commitment. Classrooms across the world tell her story. But her greatest contribution was not a title or a mission. It was proof. Proof that you don't need to look like everyone else. You don't need to start with advantages. You don't need permission to dream big. You need discipline, education, and persistence. We live in a world of comfort and distraction. Fast results. Instant validation. Short attention spans. Kalpana Chawla's life challenges this mindset. She reminds us. Greatness takes time. Preparation is invisible. Consistency beats talent. She didn't rush success. She respected the process. Because dreams are still being discouraged. Because people are still being told. Be realistic. That's not for people like you. Aim lower. Kalpana Chawla answered all of that without argument. She lived the answer. You may never leave Earth. But you still have limits to break. Fears to face. Potential to unlock. Your space may be a better career. A disciplined life. A purpose-driven future. The same rules apply. Work quietly. Learn continuously. Stay humble. Stay committed. Kalpana Chawla once said, "The path from dreams to success does exist." Her life proved it. She didn't wait for confidence. She built it. She didn't wait for motivation. She built discipline. She didn't wait for approval. She built skill. And one day, gravity let go. If Kalpana Chawla's story inspired you, fire, stop shrinking your dreams. Fire, start respecting your potential. Fire, do the work even when no one is watching. Because someone, somewhere, is watching you. Just like millions once watched her. Like this video if you believe dreams are built, not gifted. Share it with someone who needs courage today. Subscribe for real stories that create real strength. And remember, the sky is not the limit. Your commitment is.